Good morning, my dear students. I am Junior Espra and welcome to my English literature class. Enjoy, relax, and learn new topics in this morning. I am excited and grateful to bring new concepts and ideas that you should learn and apply. And this morning, we talk about Fable and elements of Fable. But before we start a new topic, we should have a recap first. The topic that we discussed yesterday is all about myth. Myth is a symbolic narrative, usually of unknown origin and at least partly traditional, that ostensibly relates actual events and that is especially associated with religious beliefs. Myths have 5 elements, which is the character, the setting, the conflict, plot, and resolution. But before I start to my new topic, let me ask you first, do you love animals? Perfect, because animals is related to our new topic for the day. Our topic for the day is all about fable. When we say fable, this is a short story, typically with animals as a character conveying a moral lesson. The example of fable is The Lion and the Mouse. The moral lesson of the story is that an act of kindness is never been wasted.
There are 4 elements of fable.
First is character. When we say character, are usually animals who act in the story. They can speak and act. Second is setting. Setting is the place and time where the events happen. For example, in the street and the mountains. The third is plot. When we say plot, it is the sequence of events in the story. Lastly, the moral lesson. It is the message that convey or a lesson to be learned from a story or event. For you to understand, class, I will read a fable entitled The Tortoise and the Hare.
The Tortoise and the Hare. A hare was making fun of the tortoise one day for being so slow. "Do you ever get anywhere?" he asked with a mocking laugh. "Yes," replied the tortoise, "and I get there sooner than you think. I'll run you a race and prove it." The hare was much amused at the idea of running a race with the tortoise, but for the fun of the thing he agreed. So the fox, who had consisted as judge, marked the distance and started the runner off. The hare was soon far off sight, and to make the tortoise feel very deeply how ridiculous it was for him to try a race with the hare, he lay down beside the course to take a nap until the tortoise should catch up. The tortoise meanwhile kept going slowly but steadily, and after a time passed the place where the hare was sleeping. But the hare slept on very peacefully, and when at last he did wake up, the tortoise was near the goal. The hare now ran his swiftest, but he could not overtake the tortoise in time.
Is the moral lesson of the story. Awesome. The moral lesson of the story is that you can be more successful by doing things slowly and steadily rather than by quickly and carelessly. What is the topic for today, class? It's all about? Great! It's all about fable and the elements of fable. A fable is a short story which, if a child read, it will enhance or help their imagination. It will improve their reading skills and comprehension, and it will develop their fluency in reading English. Now, I will give you an activity. You need to do is you need to identify what elements of Fable that I described. Number 1, it is the place or time where the events happen. It is the place or time where the events happen. Number 2, it is usually animals can act and speak on the story. It is usually an animals who can act and speak in the story. Number 3, it is the sequence of the story or event. It is a sequence of the story or event. And lastly, number 4, it is the message that convey to be learned from a story. It is a message to convey to be learned in the story. I think you are all done, but before we end this discussion, I will give you an assignment, which is you need to research an example of a fable and give the moral lesson of the story. That's all for today, class. I hope you learned something new in this morning. Thank you.